Hey, good evening. It's April 7th. Time for some Every Night Thoughts. This is Easter week, and I want to pick up a little bit on what the disciples' life with Christ was like those last few days before the crucifixion and the resurrection, and their world came tumbling down and then was rebuilt in front of their eyes, and they still don't know what was going on. The Bible's meant to be read slowly in an everyday type fashion, and the narrative can stop. And tonight we're just going to read a brief snippet, just like we're walking along with the disciples, with Christ. And we're just going to freeze this little section, this historical moment for us. So some of his disciples were remarking about the temple, how it was adorned with beautiful stones and with gifts dedicated to God. And it was a magnificent structure. It was amazing to see. But Jesus said, as for what you see here, the time will come when not one stone will be left on another. Every one of them will be thrown down. You see, here was this beautiful building that they had placed their hopes in. They were excited about it. And it was massive. And yet Jesus says to them, this thing that you're hoping in, it's all going to be taken down. Now, they didn't know when this would happen. They didn't catch the significance of both Jesus being the temple, but also the temple itself was coming down. Now, it wasn't going to happen for another 40 years. But what Jesus said about this building, it was true. Every stone was going to be taken down. And all I want to focus on tonight is those things in life that we get so attached to, that we live for, that we think are permanent and sure. They are not. Those around them, the disciples, could not conceive of this magnificent structure being taken apart stone by stone. But Jesus very calmly says, yes, that's what's going to happen. See, the only thing that's certain is what Jesus was going to do when he died and rose again. Everything else is meaningless without that. So what we want to learn from that as we go through this life and we see temples, buildings, magnificent structures, and we think they're there forever. They're not. Only God is forever. Only God is sure. Only his construction lasts forever. Only the temples that he builds last forever. The temples he builds, brothers and sisters, are the temples in our heart that are constructed by the Holy Spirit, and our inheritance is assured in heaven. That's what's certain. Everything else, no matter how impressive it looks, just like that temple, would have just been mind-blowing to them and to us if we had seen it. Our hope is in the foundation of Jesus Christ. He is our cornerstone. This Easter week, remember that. He is our cornerstone. His life, his purpose, that endures forever. Not the temples, but everything else. You think about that this night as you think about Easter. Rest well, my friends. See you in the morning. Bye-bye.